So, welcome to the website where I have combined 3 areas into one, not only to make my life easier, to make your life easier, to get all your information by clicking on one area. So Kenneth's journal, KBTV, and messages and questions have now been combined into one, so you'll get a little bit of everything as you scroll down. And the purpose of this site really is to offer as much information on design as I can to people who don't have access to a designer. I will try to be as specific as I can, but sometimes there's questions that are too specific for me to answer quickly on this video. A question comes in from Phyllis. I just love to see your simple designs. I view them online. I would like to know if I send you dimensions for decorating idea suggestions, would you send me tips on how to go about my finest and final finish? I like to be different, prefer not to be like others in our tropical Caribbean islands. Looking forward to hear from you. Wow, she's down in the Caribbean. I'm very jealous. You know, for a little trip to the Caribbean, I'll be glad to give you advice. No, but I would love to be able to help you, but the only time I can really answer questions that are specific is when the question is spelled out very specifically. So unfortunately, I can't do the send me the room dimensions and all the furniture plans because we're trying to keep this section of the website to very simple, easy questions. So Phyllis, if you have a specific question, I would try my best to answer that for you. Patty Day, who I call Patty number 2, writes in, Hi Kenneth, would love to have your opinion on the size of a rug we will be putting in our new great room. The room is 17 feet by 23 feet. That's a pretty great room. We have a sofa that's 83 inches, 2 matching slipper chairs, and a wing back chair. It's all centered in the center of the room to a large oval chrome chandelier with one large white oval shade over a dark wood tone coffee table, 51 by 31. The flooring is dark wood. Fabrics are in light gray linen silver tones. We are thinking of having a carpet store cut and edge a white textured rug to size. Any opinions, etc. would be fabulous. Thanks for all the time you spend with your fans. Patty number 2. Patty, I like the way you think. And this is my opinion. And I often do this with my clients because they're always like, when's it time to pick the rug? When's it time to pick the rug? And while most designers pick a rug first and work off of that, because I'm a little bit more of a transitional designer where I do a little bit more of a modern look, I sometimes wait for all the furniture to come in, let it marinate in the room, and then with my handy little blue tape, I tape off the size of the rug and see exactly what size works, especially when you're cutting regular carpet down to an area rug. It's the easiest way to decide. That way, if it's 13 feet, 2.5 inches, you can make it 13 feet, 2.5 inches, because shopping for that size is going to be impossible. So Patty, what I would do is I'd bring all your furniture in, make it feel very comfortable, sit in it, talk to your friends, talk to your neighbors, see it at night, make sure everything is placed where you want it, and then blue tape off around to sort of anchor this furniture. Now, because you're in a great room and it's really big, I suggest that all furniture sit on the area rug. So the back of the legs of the sofa sits on it, the back of the chair leg sits on it. Now, when I'm doing a project that we're trying to find area rugs that are existing, I compromise that and say, as long as one foot is sitting on the rug, I'm okay. One no-no with area rugs is when they sit in the middle of the room and nothing's touching it. What that does is it breaks up the room too much, and you start thinking, oh my gosh, that's another piece of furniture. A rug shouldn't be another piece of furniture. It should be something that anchors, almost acts like an island for all the pieces to float on. How's that? Okay. This is from Nush. Hi Kenneth, I was wondering if it is a good idea to put hardwood next to tile. The apartment has a small foyer which I think would be nice, warm, and welcoming if it has a hardwood floor. For practical and economical reasons here, the rest of the rooms will be tile except the master bedroom. If it's a good idea, what should be the color of the tile in juxtaposition to the wood? Thank you. That's a very good question. And I do like the idea of walking into a wood floor room. The one thing I have to warn you about, though, is if your foyer is open on all sides or 2 sides without any type of walls, what you're going to start to do is you're going to start to create a line on the floor that's going to define the space to be very small. If this foyer has walls to it, then it's okay because it's a natural transition to go through a threshold and change flooring materials. If that's the case, I would go with a tile that is a very neutral color. Avoid any of these tiles out there that look like slate, but they're not really slate. Do something that looks more neutral, like a limestone or a travertine color, something that's very earthy. Because when you think about wood, you think about what you see in nature, and it's the wood, it's the nice warm color. Well, think about the color of dirt or sand or anything else that's organic. Those two work really well together, and I think that transition will be nice because they're both in the warm tones. All right, one more. We have a very antique to traditional living room. Just put down very dark pergo floor, which matches our walnut color woodwork. The couch and chair are pine green. This is also our music room. The walls are empty. I would like to update the room and make it more contemporary. Help. All right, Linda, let's think about this. You have a traditional room that's got some antiques. You just put down a dark wood floor. You have walnut color woodwork, and your couch and chair are pine green. And it's your music room.